What's up, my bro?
What up, yo? Yeah,
Yo, bro. You ever heard of the shadow people?
I have heard of shadow people.
What you heard about the shadow people?
There are little shadows that chase me when I'm running.
Got
So that is
jokes.
a shadow person.
You never had, have you ever had like sleep paralysis where you're awake but you can't move and you feel like you can't really breathe?
No,
You've never had that happen to you before?
no.
Have you ever seen anything freaky like makes you think that the paranormal is this big thing?
Uh I've had some weird stuff happen that I can't explain, like objects moving or falling, but that's
Okay.
about it. Like,
Have you ever felt like you've seen a shadow out the corner of your eye?
yes,
And then it
absolutely.
wasn't there when you turned, you had this, like, eerie feeling, right?
Absolutely. Always. And
Okay.
your peripheral vision is capable of seeing a lot of things, but when you turn and it's not there, like it's tough. It's
That
really
happens
tough.
to me all it's happened to me since I've been a child, bro. Since I've been a kid, like, small child. I can remember, like, seeing something there and then turning and it's gone, and having this feeling of terror inside, straight up. And then what's weird is growing up, as I got a little older, like, maybe, say, around 7, 8 years old, say 7 years old, my grandmother and my grandmother had said that she had me back there looking with her, and she swore to God that she seen a black figure standing in the alley by the church. There was a church across in my alley, across from my house in my backyard.
Mhm.
And she swore up and down that it was the Grim Reaper. It was just this shadowy figure. And then my pawpaw, he would be asleep, and he said that he seen, or no, my grandmother said that she seen that same shadowy black figure climb up the wall in her bedroom onto the ceiling, look down at my pawpaw, and start pissing on him.
Wow.
Swear to God. Swear to God, bro. And then me personally, I remember being about 11, 10, somewhere around there, maybe 9. I don't know. I was young, and my room was in the basement. And I woke up one night, and I had a fever, don't get me wrong, but I had woke up, and I kid you not, bro, my room was full of like dead people. And I knew that they was dead. And then the one guy that I remember vividly, the man was standing there. He had like a fro and an eyeball hanging out of his socket, bro. Terrified me. But that's not the creepiest part, right? I threw the covers over my head and to go to my door to run upstairs to my mom. And when I put it over my head, I could feel myself bumping into these people in my room. God's honest truth.
That's just weird.
Make
Weird.
So we're talking about the paranormal tonight, guys, as you can see. All right. I see the comments is lighting up over here. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you for being here. If you could do me the favor of liking this video and sharing this video, it's going to be pretty fun because tonight we're doing it old school style. Do you all remember how when I would go live, I would just grab the invite link and then throw it in the live and then tell people to come on, just come on in? That's what we're doing tonight. See, I'm posting it right now. Boom. Posted. Boom. Posted. Anybody can come up here today and tell me why you believe in the paranormal. All right. Or your scariest thing that's happened to you. Casey, if you're on X right now, because you put it in on X.
I did not put mine on. I just shared yours.
No, I'm saying, can you put the comment on X?
If you posted it in your oh yeah,
Yeah, I did.
I'll go do that.
All right. Yeah. So anybody could come in tonight and we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. All right. I believe that there is something. I don't know what it is. I don't know because see me, I got the burden of knowledge. Like I've read so much different stuff in my life that I don't know what it is. I know what the possibilities are. I know that some people say it's demons, evil spirits. Some people say it's another dimension. Some people say it's like interdimensional beings. Some people say aliens when I told them the story, like how since I've been a kid, right? Here's another weird thing, Casey. When I was a kid, there was a hallway, like going down a corridor going down into the basement, right? And it goes like it's like narrow. And I would stand there when I was a kid for no, I don't even know why. It was some weird shit, to be honest with you. But I would stand there and I can make all the light disappear out of my sight. And I would be in darkness and the lights would be on. To this day, I can still do it. I just don't because it used to scare me when I was a kid, but I used to do it anyway.
Now that's weird.
Yeah. But then here's even something that's more weird. Since I've been a kid, I've always seen these lights in the sky every single time I think about them. Every single
Okay.
time I think about them, they show up in the sky
Are they
and they
little
move.
orbs?
Yeah,
Orbs? Like
some of them are
little
red,
white
some of them are
circle?
white. Yeah,
Okay.
some of them are red, some of them are white, but they show up every single time I think about them and they stop. Some of them stop, some of them change direction just to let you know that it ain't no damn star. And I had Stephanie come on here and share the story once with everybody because everybody be like, that's crazy, bro. But I showed her one day and she was like freaked out. But now to this day, she sees them every single time I show somebody, they start to see them. They don't, it's like you can't stop seeing them.
Wow, that's nuts, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird stuff. A lot of weird stuff.
You're weird though, so it's fitting.
Yeah. You want to hear something even more messed up that makes me, and I didn't know this until I became a teenager. My mom told me about this. Mom, forgive me, but I'm going to share this story. Um, and this is creepy. This creeps me out to this day because I see how my life is. And like, a lot of people think like, yo, Cash, you got a real calling on your life, right? And my mom, my mom one time, uh, I guess did some type of ritual. This is God's honest truth from what she told me. Did some type of ritual, like blood ritual, while she was pregnant with me.
Okay.
Did the candles, the pentagram, all of that. And it was for harm against somebody. And yeah, that's as much as I'm going to get into. But I always thought about that. Like you did a blood ritual when you was pregnant with me. And then I look at my life and I'm like, did that make me weird?
Yes. Yes.
It's like
It
for
did make
real.
you weird.
Did it make me weird? I haven't never shared that story with anyone. Literally. Only people that know about that is, like my woman is closest to me, And
And now
and that's
millions
it.
of people on the internet.
Yeah, now everybody knows. But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. It's pretty
Looks
messed
like
up.
we have on hell nah in the comments. They're down. They want to do it too.
What's that?
Well, they just said, "Oh hell no!" in the comments. They
Oh,
want to do
oh.
it.
Hey, anybody want to come up, man? Come on. And Matt says, "Do you think these things are demons, aliens, or what?" I don't know. That's the thing. See, it's I've had someone tell me, "Oh, we got somebody. What's going on?
Hey, Cash. Hey,
How,
Casey.
how
Hey,
you doing? How are you?"
I'm good.
So, you been hearing what we've been talking about?
I think I have to go off YouTube to be in stream here. There we go.
Okay. Have you been hearing anything that we've been talking about?
Absolutely. You and I have actually been kind of conversing a little bit. We just
Okay.
haven't been able to hook up.
Okay. So, what do you think? What do you think about all
So
this?
I sent you a video to watch. Um, and about 2 years ago, my dad passed away, and I brought his ashes home. And as soon as we did that, we started having a lot of paranormal activity in our house, which was like stuff moving, stuff falling off the shelves, toys going off, things of that nature. We watched a lot of ghost stories, but we really weren't believers until that started. And then 7 months later, my daughter was killed, and we brought her ashes home. And then we started seeing stuff in our house, hearing voices, things of that nature. So we got a camera and we started videotaping. And we actually have a manifestation of what I believe is my daughter. So, and I did send that to you into one of your text messages.
I gotta check that out now.
Yeah. So we have a YouTube channel. after all this started, we started a paranormal investigation group because we wanted to know more.
Oh, this is you. Oh,
This
hell
is
yeah.
yes,
Yes.
this is me. So sorry, I'm losing my voice. But over all this time, yeah, we kind of became believers in the spiritual world, whether that's interdimensional. I don't think it's all demonic. It doesn't have to be, but if you're really delving into that demonic side, sure, I suppose you could invite demons into your life. But I think it's very rare to actually see a true demon. Now, is there a spiritual world? Do I feel like our energy goes somewhere else? Yeah, I do now. Yeah, and I was raised Jehovah's Witness, so we didn't believe in a lot of that.
Yeah.
I couldn't address any of that. They say I'm an empath
I
because I
heard
can
that.
feel people's energy, and when we go on investigations, I always know where we're going to get activity. Now I
So,
can't tell you that there's people standing by you. I can't give you messages, but I
right.
know when we're going to have activity and where it's
So,
going to be.
so can you real quick direct me to that video? I would like to pull it up so everybody can see it. If that's
Um,
okay. If that's cool with you.
oh yeah, that's fine. Um, I'm pretty new at this camera stuff.
No, you can just is it on YouTube?
Yeah, if you go to paranormal triage,
Paranormal
um,
Triage.
paranormal triage, I'm gonna hold on here just a
I
second.
got it.
You got
If
it,
you
Casey?
I'm on the page. What video is it?
okay, if you go to let's hold on here, I gotta find it. If you go to going down the rabbit hole, so we had done a podcast and I had to break this up into like 4 sections, 4 or 5 things because it was so long. So it's part 4 down the rabbit hole. Do you see that one?
I'm scrolling through real quick.
Part 4 down the rabbit hole. I like the title of it already. So let me ask you something then. That is
Okay, I
so
found
you
it.
say that's what led you down this path is when you had you connected with your daughter.
Yeah, I mean that's when we really started realizing there was something more than just our existence in the shell that we have. You
So
know,
has anything more happened since then?
oh yeah, we have stuff happening here all the time. Our house is
Oh
very
man.
active. Plus, when we go on investigations, we get voices. Um, we don't really see a lot of black shadows, things of that nature, because I don't invite that stuff into my life. When you
Okay.
start really getting serious and get that involved and get that loud about it, yeah, you can invite some not so great things into your life, and you don't want to bring that stuff home. So we're pretty mellow when we do our investigations. But
Okay.
I
So
like
we're
it.
going to be playing that here shortly then. We're going to pull that up.
It's
Everybody
a
that's watching us right now on Facebook and YouTube, I appreciate you guys. I really do. I'm going to leave this one up a little longer tonight for you guys because a lot of you all haven't made the switch over to pill.net. And I want you to see how this show runs because it's fun. We have fun over here and we discuss things that, it gets us away from the political stuff because that could get you tired and wear you out real quick with the politics and you stay serious about things. Here we let loose a little more and we go a different way, and it just takes your mind into somewhere else. So hopefully you will enjoy this show or 30 minutes of this show and then go and make your account over on pill.net. So Facebook and YouTube, I'm gonna leave it up for a little bit longer for you guys so you guys can experience it just a little bit. And then hopefully, like I said, you'll move on over to pill.net. All right, Case, you got the video?
yeah, I got it. It's 27 minutes. So
yeah,
well,
you want to go to about 12 minutes and 9 seconds.
perfect.
And
Perfect.
we had so much activity, we actually called ghost adventures to come to our house, and they did. And they tied us into a whole bunch of stuff that they were going through outside of their show. So it's kind of interesting. We just wanted confirmation. It wasn't that we wanted to be on TV. We just wanted to know, is this really what we're seeing? And we never really thought they would call us, but they did. We're on the house calls, Ghost Adventures part of it.
I
But
love it. I
yeah,
love it.
so they confirmed everything that we had saw, and we weren't really shocked because we had already filmed everything that they got. So yeah.
Rhiannon, she says she's experienced that's scary. Sleep paralysis is terrifying. I'm gonna talk about that a little more later in the show. Casey, you got it pulled up, right?
Yeah, it's ready. You got to pull it up.
I know.
'cause
Is it full screen already?
yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to start. You said 12 minutes and what seconds?
I think it's about 12 minutes and 9 seconds. I'm sitting right here, and what you see in front of me is a little thing of my daughter's ashes, a locket of her hair from when she was killed, and then a teddy bear she had written on. And Leanne always would poke me in my shoulder. She was autistic, and it would always be like, "Mom, Mom," and she'd poke me in my shoulder. So right before this, I go, "Leanne, poke me in my shoulder like you do." And this is where we got this manifestation. And there's actually more in this, but we'll leave that right there for now.
Okay.
Let's give this a watch.
There it comes right there.
And this one's in slow
It's
motion.
that white wispy little thing right there. So,
And we'll post this video too at some point, right?
So
Just the
before
raw
that,
video.
there's
oh
a lot
yeah,
of-
yeah, we're good.
You see right in the front there, you see that white wispy thing come up?
Yeah.
That's what manifested after I said, "Leanne, hey, poke me in your shoulder, poke me in my shoulder like you do." And is what my daughter had lost a baby 3 weeks to the due date. And when we started capturing all this stuff in the camera, I noticed that every time there was this one light anomaly or whatever you want to label it, I would see the second one. And the second one always had childlike behavior. You know how children kind of bounce around and stuff.
Yeah.
To the right of my head, there's a fish tank and a love seat there. After this manifested, that little orb popped up, and it depends on how well your video or your computers are, whether you see it or not. But she pops out and follows Leanne down the hallway. Our hallway is very active, and before we moved into this house, a lady had coded in the hallway, which means technically you're dead. And we didn't know that till after we bought the house, and that's where a lot of the energy is in our hallway. So could it be her? We've heard female voices in the hallway that are not my daughters. So I don't know. It could be them hanging around, but I don't think they're always evil. It just depends on what playground you're playing in.
Just want to
No,
say
100%.
also sorry for your loss and that you had to experience something like that. Just want to throw that out there. A lot of people are saying it in the chat as well. So
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I just lost my mom in February, so it's been a long couple of years. So,
Oh,
but we're
I hear
getting
you.
through it. We're getting through it. So
We're
So you
gonna
can watch it over and over and critique it and say whatever you're gonna say and look at everything. But I mean, that's pretty significant thing that comes out of the carpet there, kind of out of nowhere, and it looks very distinct. Yeah.
yeah, and I've never seen Ryan react to anything really. And he lost his voice, couldn't talk. But I will make that a shorter version so people can see the full video, but not in this hour of us doing this.
Yeah, and maybe we'll break down all of our feelings and all that stuff, and we'll have like an actual video on that. But we'll post the video so you can see it.
Yeah,
People
but that was pretty amazing,
Oh yeah.
and it's quite the capture for a couple of beginners. So
And it was crazy because I see it clear as day. I'm just looking at the little LCD screen on the camera, and I reacted to it, and I had some very, very unique physical reactions. I felt like I had the wind knocked out of me when that passed by me, and that's why I couldn't really talk. And then it got a little bit creepy when you see stuff like that. You don't know how to react to it because I've never seen it before.
and the thing is, I
have no
don't
idea.
I don't see it because I'm in pitch black, and I'm at one point I'm like, you need to calm
Just
down.
calm down,
Just
right.
calm
What do you mean just calm down? I just watched something appear on the carpet.
down. Yeah, but then I went back and watched it. I'm like, holy cow, that is just completely
Yeah.
insane. So all of this led to this next clip we're going to show you. Hopefully we don't get dinged for this on YouTube. But
So I think this is where we talk about Ghost
we sent
Adventures.
our video to.
Did you get dinged for this on YouTube?
Partially we did. Yeah, they the full version that we did just specifically on Ghost Adventures because we wanted to explain, because a lot of people don't like Ghost Adventures anymore because they're pretty Hollywood right now, and they're kind of dramatic, and it kind of takes away from, for some people, it takes away the reality of what's really going on. So we just want to kind of explain our story because this was very real for us. I mean, we were watching these shows and stuff, and yeah, we've had experiences. We've lived in other houses that had activity, and now in hindsight, I believe my daughter got an attachment from a haunted house that we did live in before we were even watching ghost stories, and I feel like that was part of her decline, because if you don't know about that stuff, you don't know how to fix it. And looking back on it now, and the stuff that we were going through then makes sense now. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
But yeah,
do you want to pull YouTube before we play that part, just in case?
Nah, it's all right.
Okay.
the
Good
full
fingers.
version, they already dinged it, and we can't show it in America, but you can watch it in other countries, just not here, not in the United States.
House calls. I never really thought that they would call us. We kind of did it just to be fun. I mean, yeah, we wanted somebody to come, and I seen the scene, and it's like, well, let's send it in. I actually made a video for my work, and then, of course, I had to redo the video, but they ended up coming to our house, and they spent 3 days at our house and confirmed quite a bit. So in the show, obviously, it's entertainment. So there's always an entertainment element to these shows.
Hang on.
I
My
don't
bad.
discount their work. It's not for me to say, oh, you guys are frauds or this or that. I think everybody adds their own spin on things, and they always have something to bring to the table. Had it not been for this show, I don't know if we would have ever been here. Now, in saying that, do I agree with the way shows always present things? No, I don't. But that's not my deal. I'm just here to share my story. These guys just happen to be a part of it. I have never met a better crew of people.
Oh, they're fantastic people.
Um,
Everybody from the production people, the producers, the people, driving the vans to the actual guys. Like, everybody was super respectful. They were nice. There was no dramatics behind it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because you
Cool.
think really in the beginning, you think, oh, only like 5 people are going to show up. No, this was a flipping production.
no, yeah, it was a production, and they had a lot of
So
stuff.
pause
going
real
on.
quick.
And when people hear, oh, it's a production, they think of like, oh, it's
I
fake.
thought he heard me. He paused when I said pause. Is there any more footage that you have with it?
There might be a little bit of what they have. I don't remember. I haven't watched this in a while. Sorry, but
No, you're okay. So I want to ask
that's
you.
our house.
Yeah, it's all good. So I'm gonna pull this down, Casey. So I want to ask you, what are some more experiences since you started doing this that you've had that's like it lets you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, like the same way with your daughter, you see things like that. What else has happened to make you say, you know what, yo, it is something else out there?
Yeah, well, when this all started, I started kind of getting affected. Like, I would lose time. Like, I would, how you like space off and you're like, oh my God, where'd that 10 minutes just go? That was happening on a regular basis for me. And then I couldn't regroup. And, I would be really confused and just kind of disoriented in my own house. And I'm like, now what do I do? I don't even know what to do with myself right now. So, and I would just have these vertigo spells. So that tells me that something is affecting me. So now when we go out and we investigate, I've been told that I'm a beam of light and people want to come to me to cross over. And that's pretty normal, I think, for empaths or psychics or anything like that. So when we go out, I experience the same things, and we're getting intelligent conversations from people. So there's a few short videos there. There's one with a loud scream, and there's one that says grandpa, and we're actually having intelligent conversations with people for the most part. I mean, they may not be full sentences, but if I ask something and it comes back in my spirit box, you're kind of having an intelligent conversation.
All right, we're gonna pull some of those up too.
But as far as knowing that this is real, yeah, I see shadows out of the corner of my eyes all the time, especially in my own house. It's always like, oh, and it's enough to make you get up and walk over and look,
Yeah.
And I've had in my bedroom where the ashes still are, I now have my dad, my daughter, and my mom in my room, which you're not supposed to do that. You want to put your family to rest. They can't be at rest if you still have them. So when people that save those ashes, I'm just waiting on other family to get themselves together so we can go do this. But you want to put your family to rest. But I was sitting on my bed like at 1 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't sleep, and I had my legs crossed, and I couldn't feel like somebody grabbing my leg, but it shook my leg enough. Like, my hand went over and I smacked my husband. I'm like, wake up, something just shook my leg. So we go through those types of things, getting poked, hearing little things, seeing the shadows. And then all my stuff in the house gets misplaced. My keys, my phone, my wallet. The toys still go off occasionally. It's like,
You ever experienced you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Oh, absolutely, I have. Yeah, that's scary.
Is that not some of the most terrifying shit ever?
It is very terrifying because for me, I can't breathe.
Yes.
And you
It's like
are,
you're trying to breathe and it gets caught like right here.
yeah, and you're trying to talk and you can hear yourself squeaking. Like you're like, oh, I just got to get up. Nobody else can hear you. Yeah, it's very
Yes.
terrifying. That is, I hadn't had that in a long time until after my daughter passed away. And I had one episode of that and it scared me. And I also had a premonition of my daughter's death. It was the night before she got killed. I had a dream and it was very graphic, very real. And I didn't really put two and two together, but the next morning I was able, this story is kind of a long story, but I went to go see my daughter and I got to have that conversation that most parents don't. And then 4 hours later, she was gone. So,
Wow.
so yeah.
So what I'm gonna do right now, everybody, is I'm gonna put the link for you to join in the chat box. All right, in the comment section. Right now, it is up on Facebook and on YouTube. Boom. There it is. Well, I don't know if Facebook got it. I know YouTube got it. And I'm putting it up over here in Pilled. Anybody wants to come up, you are more than welcome. All right. I don't think it's on Facebook, is it? Yeah, it's got to be
No,
on
because
Facebook.
your Facebook has restrictions, just like all of our personal pages.
So I got to go to Facebook directly.
Have that open on another tab so you can paste the comment in there. I'll throw it up on
Gotcha.
our side over here.
Okay, cool. Throwing it up. All right. We're gonna get ready to cut the feed, everybody. Yeah, so boom, I'm gonna throw it over here on Facebook. Anybody that wants to join in, you are more than welcome. Yep, boom, there it is. Okay. With that, Facebook, YouTube, I bid you a good night. Oh, you know, I was thinking before we get off, but with you guys, anybody ever watch Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes. Oh,
I
I
was
did a
thinking
long
of-
time ago when it started.
Man, that was one of my favorite shows growing up. Straight up. Submitted for the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story Cutting You Off, Facebook and YouTube. Meet us over on pill.net if you want to see the rest of this show.
How do I
Peace.
know that you're going to start saying that on every show?
I am.
I know you are.
Definitely. Bye, YouTube. Love you guys. See you over on Pill.